Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. Lots of short-term volatility here at the moment in the crypto space because Bitcoin pushed to a new all-time high, got rejected. Obviously, it's not easy to break to all-time highs, and to maintain that position. So naturally, Bitcoin is struggling a bit, but still, the rejection happened, but Bitcoin is still holding the 67K level as we speak. Now, obviously, I think this will lead to further volatility today. So we could see some short-term fluctuations. That's generally something we have to expect in the current space in which, there are a lot of emotions, obviously new people coming into the space as well. And just expect some short-term volatility. But always be aware and remember, if micro counts, for example, or microstructures get invalidated, that doesn't necessarily change the trend. So we're tracking that. At the moment, the idea is that on the LINK chart here, the whole pattern, would still look best, in my opinion, with one more high. So the structure hasn't changed here on the LINK chart. You may remember that we call that movement here that occurred between the February top and the March low, that this is an expanded flat, an ABC structure, and that from here, from this wave 4 low that formed on the 5th of March, we are looking for we're looking for one more high, and there are certain targets, certain levels that should be reached ideally. So in terms of upside targets, we have several levels that we already defined in previous videos. One level is, for example, the 23.25 level. That's a level to watch. Then we've got 23.78, 24.15. So there seems to be a cluster around the $24 mark. So I would pay attention to that. And then the next fib level is around 26. I would first want to see if the price can reach that range between $24 and $26. And I think it would look best with one more high. Now, there is a very clear condition. First of all, you can see that we have a resistance area here. It's very clear, There's a clear structural and Fibonacci resistance area here around $21. So far, the price could not maintain a position above that. We had a spike in March, yes, that previous swing high here, but it was only a corrective B wave top. Possibly, LINK could have stretched higher, but Bitcoin obviously came down on Tuesday. So that also dragged LINK back into the support area. That attempt has to be restarted to form that fifth wave. I mean, in an alternative perspective, I can call that the wave 5, but only alternative. Only in the alternative. It reached my minimum target, but not, I would like to see that $24 to $26 area actually. But what's the condition? I mean, the condition is that we break above resistance. I mean, that's pretty clear. But there's a very clear invalidation point as well. And that's actually the main condition to keep the idea alive that LINK has a chance to move higher in this fifth wave. And that is the wave 4 low. That really needs to hold at $17.40. This level needs to hold. Below that level, it will get very, very difficult for LINK, I think. Obviously, the $16.80 level is still there as Fibonacci support. But really, ideally, I would prefer LINK to hold that swing low and just keep going. So how could that move up unfold? So I'm tracking the move up as an impulse here. We're tracking that as an impulse. So it's very much possible that what LINK is doing here from the 5th of March low, it's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a short-term bullish potential here that we have. That also explains why the condition is that this 5th of March low is holding, because a wave 2 must not go below the beginning of the wave 1. So that is a very clear invalidation point. That's a short-term bullish scenario where, the price might come down a little lower, but then should really be on the move higher, into that $24 to $26 area. In a short-term bearish perspective, but still bullish, we could say, all right, even if we break below the 5th of March low, it is technically possible that we are forming here a more extended corrective pattern. Let me actually show you how. That would be possible in a so-called WXY structure, in which we say this move down was W. The move up was an X wave, and we're now coming down in the Y wave. As long as we're holding the 50% Fibonacci level, that would be acceptable. And then we say that the move down here from between the 2nd of March down to the 5th of March was an A wave, because a Y wave is an ABC structure, had a B wave rally, and then now a C wave down. That's something to consider, okay? That's something to consider. It just simply depends on how low the price now goes. But again, that's sort of, there are two pathways that the price could take, but then the orange box needs to hold. Basically, that means that as soon as the orange support zone is broken, it would be a strong warning and hint that a more substantial top is in place. Bear in mind, and I have to say that even though I'd still like to see one more high, but bear in mind that minimum requirements for this entire move to the upside have been fulfilled. And I would say most people are probably waiting for a wave 2 pullback now, because, you know, if we get one more high, it's just sort of that one more small high point there, just sort of one more high. And the largest element of this rally here in this initial 5-wave cycle seems to be completed. So that initial 5-wave move is basically nearly complete. There should be further potential as soon as we have completed the wave 2 pullback, ready then for a 3rd wave rally. So that's sort of what we're watching here right now. 5 waves up, 3 waves down, but we're simply waiting for a signal that the initial 5-wave move up is complete. And at the moment, I think it would look better with just one more high. Okay, that's my update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.